Hi, today I'm going to talk about this little tablet thing. This is actually take two because the first one I actually accidentally missed a big part of stuff I wanted to talk about because I forgot to turn on the record button because I'm little stupid man. So today I'm going to make a retelling of my graphics tablet. So this is the Huion 680. It's a pretty average graphics tablet. Sorry for the noise behind me. There are some visitors around my house for a second. So yeah, this is the Huion 680. It's a pretty decent tablet. No hotkeys. And by hotkeys I mean like shortcuts. No buttons for shortcuts. All little touch sensitive areas for shortcuts. It's just the thing. It's just a little tablet. A little bit more about the tablet. This is USB cable enabled. It's not any wireless cable or anything very, high tech or something. As you can see, there's also this is connected. I don't know. There's a pencil here. See, it's this little thing here, and on the back we have these things. These things to stop it from really sliding all around the place. The little rubbers. I think like little rubber material. This one looks very dirty, but this one doesn't because I take care of my stuff sometimes. And here we have a QR code for their Facebook and the name 680S tablet. I like the logo though. It's Huion. As you can see, it's made in China because this company is actually Chinese instead of other American companies like Wacom and other companies and stuff like Monoprice, I think. But whatever, let's go back. Here we have this pen thing. The pen thing is the pen thing that you use on your laptop. That's a little family picture from back in 2012, okay? You can see me in the reflection, and if you can, woo, I'm a ghost. Just kidding. Alright, so the pen is actually not that bad. And let me just try to open it. Just give me a second. Just 3, 2, 1. There we go. As you can see, this pen is rechargeable. And it takes one AAA battery, so it saves you some cash. And yeah, it's kind of a battery. Here you have the little switch. It's super fun. It's the funnest thing. And this pen's actually kind of responsive. It's not a bad pen. As you can see, it responds pretty quickly. You can see like little lags because you can see like multiple of it following around. So it's a little bit a little bit late, I guess. A little bit late response. Trying its best to be quick. And yeah, you can't really tap it, otherwise it's a click. Otherwise it's a little, let me focus on my little bird's face here. Alright, it's a little quick. You can see multiple of it following behind it. And this by far has one of the coolest right clicks I've ever seen. Oh, shit, take it. There we go. Look, that's a right click. That's pretty cool, if you ask me, because I am actually very bored. Now, we're done with the useful stuff. Now let's talk about the boring and pointless things. Like this thing. You may be wondering, what is this? I'm pretty sure some of you know it's a pen holder, like I explained in one of my old videos. It goes like this, but other pens go like this from other companies, but guess what? This isn't this company. So, what's in this? You can see there's a little line here, so it must tell it is either very cheap material and very cheaply put together, or there's actually something under it. Look, there's a click. There's a click. Just take an accident and make it tighter again. Give me a sec. Success. Okay, so down here are little nibs, little pen nibs. For this specific little pen and little metal thing. What this metal thing is used for is to take off this little nib. So if your nib gets a little bit, worn out or something, so you just take it. It takes like 5 years to focus. Yeah, so if your nib gets a little, worn out, you can just replace it using these extra nibs down here. So yeah, I guess it's kind of useful and it's kind of a smart way to keep it, even though China's obviously just copying Wacom, but I don't really care. I respect Huion because their products are actually pretty cool. Now let's talk about the box. Huion, and in Chinese, Huion, Drawing King. What a stupid name, but whatever. I still really like the logo. The texture of this box feels like a box. Those generic IKEA boxes. It's empty right now, so you must know. And here it says Huion 60 Black, and it was ordered on UK because this was a present from my aunt. And yeah, here's the logo again. Nothing on the back. There's another logo. Put it out. These are the contents. There's nothing in here because I already took everything out. Now, digital drawing is kind of like magic. And what's magic without guys, utensils? There we go, a magician's utensils. I don't know, my English language is kind of breaking up in a second. This is Fire Alpaca, as I said in the past, but this time it's actually serious, and I'm talking about it pretty seriously. So let me zoom in for a second, that way it's more clearer to what I'm going to explain right now. This tablet has 2048 levels of pressure sensitivity, while other smaller ones have 1024. Pressure sensitivity is actually not that bad, as you can see. Look, if I gently run it across, wait, let me zoom it out for, yeah, if I gently run it across, I get really nice lines. But if I, you know, hold it down and draw like one thick line, you can see it's a very thick line. Just draw a little eye here. Just draw a little smiley face because that's how I feel today. Yeah! So, I'm going to talk a little bit about the pressure sensitivity. You may be asking, what the heck is it? So, it's basically like, it's like a real pencil. If you gently draw a line across it, you get little soft lines like actual pencils. And you can see from down here, you can see that the numbers slowly rise as they draw across. And if you draw really hard like this, you can obviously get really thick lines with your pencil, or your pencil that breaks, or you break, or your arm breaks, or everything in the world breaks, like your feelings. So I don't even know what I'm talking about right. So to further explain, you know, pressure sensitivity, I'm gonna draw a dinosaur. Now let's just gently draw his little neck here, and here's a little bulge for his eyes, and here's a little beak, a little monster beak. Let's make him knock Miss Monster. Let's draw little spikes. 1, 2. As you can see, if you're gently writing it down, you can get like the nice spikes, and then you can make a thick dot for his eye. There you go, this little pressure sensitivity dinosaur man. Yeah! And as you can see, graphics tablet can help a lot on your art styles. For example, if you want to draw on a laptop and you really want to gain back the style that you had drawing with pencil, like for example, like your style was like this, and you want to draw with a pencil, but you can't afford the graphics tablet, you had to use a mouse like me in the past. So this is one of my old drawings. It's called I'm Done Yo or Daniel. It's basically, I was cartoonish self-drawings. Smiley face. Yeah, just kidding. Alright, so as you can see, the lines are very smooth, but it isn't very detailed. It isn't very nice. Looks very plain because I had to use a mouse and it was extremely difficult to draw it. But once you get used to it, it doesn't get as boring. I'm gonna blind you all, Illuminators. So yeah, the drawing's really plain and it looks really boring. It looks like something like a friggin' third grader would draw. And then once I got a graphics tablet, major increase in, you know, ease and major similarities to my usual art styles. Like this. This is actually one of my art styles. This is recently a new style because I used to draw eyes like these, and then I always thought they look very lazy. So I decided to make my own art style. So this is one of a few new drawings I made. You may have seen this on my Facebook page once. So yeah, this is a little thing, if you zoom it in, zoom. Perfect. So if you zoom it in, you can see that every single line is nicely drawn. Every single line is clean. Every single line looks it's drawn like a human. Every single line is perfect. Even this little things drawn with hand. And just friggin' stuff. The hair's drawn. You can see it's really clear. It's really clear. All the lines are crisp. and you can see the eyes are detailed. Yes, yes, yes. That's a nice little eye. Yes, give that eye a little good old rub. Give that eye a good old rub. Yeah, yeah. Give that eye a good old rub. And if you're wondering what's so magical about graphics tablets, well, if you're an artist like me who really likes to draw, not a professional one, of course, but if you really like to draw, then these things are actually freaking magical. They look beautiful, they feel beautiful, they're just beautiful to you. They're like your first child. I'm 13, yeah. You can actually stop the video by now, but if you want to listen to me talk about a few extra stuff, then you can hear. So, this is their website. They made a lot of cool stuff. As you can see, this is one of their graphics tablets, the Kenting K58. Sorry, it's getting a little bit more noisy downstairs. So, yes, this is the pen, this is the stuff, yes, whatever. And they made a large line of products, a lot of stuff. They made pen tablet monitors, a lot of graphics tablets. This is mine right here, it's mine. A lot of, ones with touch capability and buttons, some without. This one's used to play Osu. I don't know that game, but this tablet has 420 its name, so you must know it's a pretty great tablet. Just kidding. Alright, so next, and also they made pen tablet monitors, which is like LCD monitors, and you can see what you're drawing. Wait, let me see if they have the example. Just god dang it. Yeah, something like this. So these are pen tablet monitors, so you can, play what you want to draw. It's so you can see what you're drawing and just draw it on the screen right here. And if you were asking me, Daniel, why not just use a regular touchscreen tablet? Well, these have touch mode and are specially made for drawing and have pressure sensitivity, and you don't usually see those in the App Store. But whoops, they're pretty expensive. Oh no, $1,000 American. So is mine. It's $42. It's kind of expensive, but I don't really care. So because I got this for free because it's a friend's present. But thanks, Aunt Grace. I love you. And obviously, Huion isn't the only ones, and because there's also, UG, there's Unova, there's a lot of different types of freaking pen tablet creators, and the most popular, Wacom. They're pretty popular. God dang it. They're a pretty popular brand for pen tablets. They're by far the best and, the most popular. As you can see, they made a bunch of stuff. What? They're also one of the first people to make these, pen tablet monitors. So, like these, like I explained just now, they made like 13 inches. They made some with 22 inches, with touch and non-touch. They made 24 inches, and friggin' more 13 inches, but this is like the Microsoft Surface, but for drawing. And their ultimate one, which is the newest one, the 27-inch, which is large. So that's basically all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed this video that I made, and goodbye.